Hey, salam alaikum, Zakia. How you doing? I hope you guys are got some rest because you guys yesterday looked really tired. So actually, I wanted to make that video for Yassine. Okay. Hey, Yassine. How you doing, buddy? So Yassine, yesterday we were talking. Okay, but we didn't talk for that long because you seemed really tired, and you want to go play with your PS4. Okay. So I'll let you go, but you actually got, you got bigger now, and we're gonna have to have some things to talk about. Okay. And I know that the time difference between here in Abu Dhabi and Michigan, there's a big time difference. So whenever you're available, sometimes I'll be at work. Whenever I want to be talking to you, sometimes it's at night at your workplace. It's at night at your place. Okay. So I was gonna send you that short video to talk to you about. Okay. So Yassine, something is very, very, very important. Okay. Now you're growing up. Okay. You're becoming a big boy. Okay. And you have to be very careful with your attitude, especially with your mom. Okay. This is very, very important, Yassine. Okay. So nobody loves you more than your mom. When she says no because of a reason. You might not know what this reason is at your age, but when you grow up, you're gonna appreciate that. Okay? So, whenever you're not happy, if mom told you to anything, okay, you cannot give her back an attitude. You know, in Islam, this is like a major sin. Allah gets really, really mad for a person that, you know, give attitude to his parents. It's a big deal. I want you to be very careful with that. Okay? So, Allah said in the Quran, He said, don't even utter the word of uff, just like blowing uff. If you do that, that's a big sin. So imagine how some kids, they be talking back to their parents, yelling. They can be like slamming the door after speaking to their parents. This is so, so, so huge, and Allah gets so mad if this happens. Imagine if you cannot say oof, you cannot even blow your mouth like this. That's like a major sin if you just do oof. So imagine the other stuff that kids do. So as a Muslim, your mom tells you anything, yes mom, no mom, okay mom, okay? And don't be rolling your eyes, don't be slamming on no doors, don't be crying for no reason, because we do things for your own benefit. Okay? And there's also, okay, that one time, let me tell you that story, okay? That one time, at the time of the Prophet, when they used to go do battles with the non-believers, and they used to go fight the non-believers. That was considered one of the best things you can do to go to paradise. And the people with the Prophet, they love paradise so much, okay? So they always try to go to these battles with the Prophet. So one guy, he came all the way from Yemen to Saudi Arabia, okay? So mommy can tell you a, that's a huge distance. And back then there's no cars or anything, okay? And he told the Prophet, oh Prophet, I want to fight with you, with the non-believers. I want to be on your side in a battle, okay, in a battlefield. The Prophet asked him a question. He said, do you have a mom? He's like, yes, I have a mom back in Yemen. He told him, well, you go back to your mom and you stay, okay, be close to her legs, okay, and there you're gonna find paradise. That's why in Islam they say paradise is under the feet of the mothers, because the reason why we say feet is that's like the place of humility. Okay, you have to humiliate yourself with your parents, and you don't do this to anybody except your parents. Okay, so in the Quran it speaks about being humble and being strong. Okay, but it never speaks about humiliating yourself except with Allah. That's number one, and with your parents. That's the only two, who you humiliate yourself to. Okay. So even with your parents, being humble is not enough. You need to humiliate yourself. Okay, that means if me or your mom, even if we do something, or if we take a wrong decision, okay, you still have to be disciplined. Okay, Yasin? So if you want to go to paradise, if you want to be, if you want to make Allah proud of you, you cannot give attitude to your mom. Okay? And when you grow up, okay, the more you grow up, the more you need to understand, the more we need to talk about it. And that is because it's something very important. You know, even Allah says in the Quran, you know, He said, وَتَحْسَبُونَهُ هَيِّنًا وَهُوَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَظِيمٌ. That you do things, you might think, oh, you know what, it's very light. It's okay, it's a small sin. But to Allah, it's something major. It's a big deal. Like blowing you're blowing like this, you might think it's something small. Hey, so what? I just blew some. And other kids do a lot of more bad stuff. No, that's major. Being a Muslim, that's major. Okay? So when you grow up to, you know, some stuff that are silly they do at school, they do some silly stuff like, you know, you might get to know it when you grow up a little bit. They say like mama's jokes and your mama's so big, your mama's so fat, and they start laughing and they think it's funny, you know. When you grow up, you never ever let somebody talk about your mom or your dad. Ever. Even if he's your closest friend, okay? If somebody says a joke about your parents, you say, hey, two things, okay, you stay away from. Red line. You don't talk about my religion, you don't disrespect my religion, and you don't disrespect my parents, even if you're joking. You tell your friend, if you do that, I'm not your friend anymore. That's the end of it. Okay, so just be very careful about this. Okay, and inshallah, whenever you're free, just give me a call. I know today is Saturday, so inshallah, if you don't have a lot of activities to do, give me a call on Skype. Okay, yalla, I love you. You be good. Yalla, assalamu alaikum.